last little place to come in here. Oh, it's our shop. Hello, shopwoman. Can we buy anything now? Probably not. Probably don't have any money. Oh, we've got a bit of money. Hood. What have I got? Yeah. I could buy small shish kebabs. Can't afford those. Swords. So you can see there's obviously attack cards. So we'll draw and we will stab them. It will attack for 12 and defend for 7. These don't do anything, but they revive party members. So they're your Phoenix Downs, if you like. Bamboo shoots will heal hit points, which is a handy thing to have. Dark hood, safety hood is a defense thing. We can afford that, so I might take that. And we might buy these kebabs as well. Hit points plus 20% in camp. So we can't use these in battle, but we can use them outside. We might as well spend all the money that we have here. No, we're all done, and we'll leave the store. We sure will. Strange gypsy woman. Okay, so let's follow her to the forest, shall we? Talk to this. Oh, she went back into the shop, which we didn't want to do. We'll come out of there. Presumably, rest your wings will be heal up, but obviously we haven't done anything yet. We don't need to. I was going to talk to her, who's sitting up here. Kids and the elderly. I wish I was in Furcad. Where's the kind, wealthy gentleman who's going to sweep me off my feet and take me away? Well, you're not going to see him if you're just sitting up there doing nothing, are you? Perhaps you should go out and do stuff. I'll talk to you, look a bit weird. Right.
Alrighty. Let's go have a look at Moongal Forest, shall we?
Sure, let's do that.
I'd like to check out those ancient ruins.
Absolutely, since everybody's warned you off them. Yeah, indeed. I think they're making a big deal out of nothing. Yeah, because I'm the heroic guy who got attacked by a bunch of herbivores.
Mere
like cows.
superstition, I
Cows
tell
are
you.
herbivores. A bunch of cows attacked you. Do you think you'd be able to get? I think you'd be able to get away.
Hey, relax. You won't catch me off guard this time.
As if he read my mind. Right. Our world map. So we can come this way. Nope, that's not the forest. Let's go to the forest, which is here. So yeah, here's the other thing with this game. Over something more, you know, traditional Final Fantasy kind of games. There's no random encounters. You can see all the enemies on the screen. You can see the flappy monsters sitting there. So we could just possibly sprint. Yep, we can sprint past them all if we want to. We don't have to fight, but let's have a scrap. Run into them, we'll have a scrap.
Don't be thinking you can beat.
So I attack with the sword, and we'll take a photograph as well for this one. Photographs are how we earn money. The monsters don't drop money, because that was always a weird thing. I always wondered in Skyrim, why does a wolf have gold pieces on him? It's always a bit strange. Monsters don't drop money. You need to take photos of them in battle, and you can sell those photographs for money. So what we did here, we attacked with our sword, which was 14, so it gave us 14 attack. Just a standard physical attack, which is why it's yellow. Later on we'll see some ice and fire and other elemental attacks which will add more damage. But because both the cards we used have that number 8, which is why we get a plus 10%, because there's 2 cards. You can have runs, so you always want to look if you can hit with a 4 and a 5. If you can hit people in sequence, you can get bonuses for either your defense or your attack. So instead we hit him for 14, we've got a 10% bonus, which comes up to 15. We'll look at these a bit more, and that was enough to kill him. And there's our first successful battle.
Huh. Loser.
Indeed, loser. So, we can pick up cards. I can get an attack card, but what we'll do is we'll take the photo card there, and we'll sell that a bit later on, and we'll earn some money. Let's run into our next enemy. We'll have another scrap. So we hit with that. Now the green bananas, they are an attack card. because presumably they're not ripe, so they'll do you damage if you get thrown at you. I don't know, I'm not entirely sure. So there was no prize there because a 2 and an 8, they're not together. They're not the same number. They're not in a run. So we just hit them for 18 damage that time, but that was still enough to beat this weak enemy.
Time to collect the loot.
Indeed. We might as well take that defensive shield. And obviously later on in the game we'll get to build decks of cards and packs of cards. And these obviously voice one, which is a bit of a rubbish card. But obviously later in the game we'll get to discard or sell older, more useless cards and get more powerful cards and so on and so on. There's also a really interesting aging part of this game as well. So those green bananas, over time, real time spent in the game, they'll become ripe bananas, yellow bananas, and they'll probably be a healing item. And then eventually in time they'll become rotten bananas, and the card will change to a rotting banana, and then there'll be an attack item again. It's a really interesting, there's quite a few cards that age. So dangerous, what do we want to ask him about? Let's have a look. Combo, selection, defense, nothing. I think we'll be alright, to be honest with you. I think we'll figure it out as we go along here. So, let's have a quick look at the menu while we're here. So a standard RPG, resistances, attack, defense and all that sort of good stuff. Characters in our party, well, we only have me at the moment. Gathering. So all the Magnus that I've obtained so far, and you can see 1,022 different cards. So if you want to catch them all, there's an awful lot of things to pick up here. There are various combos. If you max up certain cards, 141 combos, of which we haven't found any. Obviously certain cards matched together will do certain things, give you better attack and defense. And I can amend my deck here. So I want to add that. Alright, I have to swap this out in my deck for something else. So that buckler is a worse defense. It's also an odd number. So I'm going to switch those out. If we get those two together, we can put them in together. I'm not going to bother with the voice at this point because all that does is triggers a voice clip for the character. It doesn't do you any attack, it doesn't do you any defense. It's frankly pretty useless. And I can sort these and I can add and I can drop them. So say we have basic swords. We have an ice dagger here, which attacks for 23, of which 14 is water, and it gives a 3% chance of freezing. We also have ice armour for our defence, which gives us a lot more water defence. So if somebody uses a fire attack against us, obviously we want to use that in our defence if it comes up, if we get the chance to use it. And so there we go. We have quest Magnus items, which we don't have any of yet, and various valuables, which we don't have any of yet. So that's a good chart. There's a good look at the menus, and let's fight our next battle. Oh, two of them. That's an attack, and that's an attack.
Here.
Well, that actually healed him, but we needed to do that. So he recovered for 35, which was particularly stupid on my part. I would have been better off doing nothing then. And I was too late. You need to be quick. If I'd have hit that, he hit us for 10. 2 fire and 8 physical. So I need to be quicker like that. So I was quick enough that time in selecting it. So I defended for 7 of the physical and 10 of the fire damage, which obviously nullified that. So he got through and he hit me for 1 in the end. So our attack phase, 3 and 6, well there's nothing we can do about that. But they will also get the chance to defend as well. These low level creatures may not. A 16 wasn't enough to kill this guy. I'm going to have to defend again. Again, I was too slow. Too slow. So we need to hurry up stuff here. We got 2 hits on me that time. So 2 fire damage, that gets through again because I had no water to defend. And then he hit me for 20 or 21, and I defended 20 of that. We'll take our photo.
Say cheeseburger.
help us out. And then this one attack this time should finish that one off. So one of them's down. You have to be quick. I forgot how quick you need to be in this game. And again, but I wasn't able to block fire damage. And obviously as we go later in the game, that's going to mean more and more. So I could have used the helmet there, 5 and a 6 would have given us a bonus, but the helmet isn't an offensive item, it's a defensive one. So I was better off using the 2 out of phase things. And I can use the helmet now to defend. So again, we negated all the physical damage, but he still came through and hit us for 2. 1 and 2, this should definitely finish him off. That froze him, and then that killed him. So 14 water damage, 30% added because he's a fire-based creature. You get the idea. We get the idea here. 38%, 2 straight adds a bonus, 43 total damage. If we'd have had that first off, that would have done for him straight away. So there we go. You get the idea now.
That was
Don't
a pretty
get much
sweet
time.
battle.
Pretty sweet. You don't get much time to choose. Now then, an ice armour over the photograph. I think I'm going to take that, to be honest with you. Because I think that's more valuable at this stage. A large dried up tree trunk. If I only had some fire, maybe I could burn it and get by. I don't think I'll have anything at this stage. So we'll carry on. Fight a battle here to get to our Magnus at the bottom, and a couple of these idiots. 1 and 2. Should do for this idiot. 33, yeah, massive overkill there. See, neither of those items that were up there, and none of the 3 were defensive. So I had to waste one of them in order to get to a defensive item, just to save myself taking too much of a pain. 2 and 4, that should do for this guy. And he's down.
Loser.
Loser indeed. We'll take that one, and we will carry on. What's in here? Another bamboo shoot. So, can I use... So if I use this now... I don't want to drop it, let's come back. My hit points 101 of 132, we're doing okay. So if I use this now, did that use it up altogether? I think it might have done. So you want to avoid you doing that too much. Alright, can we run over the other side here? Get to the thing that's over there. 6 and 4, well, nothing we can do there. And down you go. Loser. So we'll take another one there. We'll run up here and we'll grab this. A leather hat. Can we carry on this side? No, we can't. So we'll have to come back around. Let's take on these 2. 6 and 6. We have a photo of these already. So we just hit him with the one item there. The power helmet didn't do any good on the attack. It's wasting camera, which won't help us at all. But he only hit us for 4, so that's fine. So we defended most of that there, which was pretty good. Just use the one attack there, because that'll be enough to do for him. Use these here. Negated all of his damage. And then that lets me use that 1 and 2. Sweet combo. Which will do for him. Again, massive overkill with that one. Down you go, sunshine. Okay, and we will take that. And we'll continue on up the path. Oh. Yeah, what was that?
Graham! Leon!
Oh dear. So, a big monster. This is probably why all the villagers told me not to come here, to be fair. Oh, we'll leap in.
It's you!
Yeah, perhaps chat later. Let's deal with big fire-breathing idiot first. Couple of aqua bursts for her, because it looks like he's going to be weak. Oh, 80% to water, yeah, massively weak against that. So we hit him for 40 there, which was excellent. And we'll just do a little bit of a... We won't do as much damage to him because we're a bit weedy. Let's get rid of the fire. She didn't have any defensive stuff there at all, but he only hit for 18, so that's not too bad. That's not massively bad. Let's do a light flare. The green banana's attack. Just gives us a bit of a run. We really need more aqua stuff there, of course. 24 is not bad. That one. And those two attack. .24, that's not bad again as well.
Is that all you got? Is that all you got?
We will defend up here. Hopefully that should have negated almost all of his damage, which is excellent. Bananas heal. We need a voice clip then, that's all we can do here. They heal him.
Hope you're photogenic.
So we will grab our photo of this guy, because this is probably going to be worth a fair bit of money. We only hit for 8 though. So let's get ready to defend. So we have to defend with some of our attacks, which isn't good. But, again, we defended an awful lot of damage there. So they heal. So what I'm going to do is, we're going to put a bamboo shoot and the bananas onto him. So I can change targets now I've got more than one person.
Hope this helps.
And that gives him a massive amount of hit points back. I probably wasted both of those there, which was a bit unnecessary. So we want that sword and that sword. An aqua sword for an attack. And a bonus. So yeah, 53 damage is excellent. We'll defend there, and there, and there. That should negate almost all of his damage. Perhaps a little bit of fire damage. Yep, that's all we took. Let's have a dark flare and a dance of light.
Dark
Now,
flare!
I don't know if those two.
Don't underestimate! Magic! Dance light!
Yeah, it seems that they cancelled each other out. The dark and the light attack in the same attack seem to cancel each other out, but we still hit for 35. So I've used all my cards. Well, I've foolishly wasted the aqua burst there. Oh! She has a sleep resistance bonus, but she got hit for 19, which is a fair amount of damage. So we definitely want our aqua burst and a light flare.
Aqua burst!
Because the aqua bursts are what really causing problems. 37 hit, not bad. 2-1, good. And that will do for you, Sunshine. So there was our first boss. Okay, he was pretty easy because he's the first boss. Hopefully that gives you a decent idea of how the battle system works.
Not bad.
40 experience? No, not bad at all. So we get given a bunch of stuff that we can't drop, and we will also take our photograph.